Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone around the world. I'm Dr. Sehrish and you're watching DESI TV. Let's see what's happening in your world. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki held her briefing. One topic she was likely to be asked about is CDC's recent approval on booster doses of the Moderna and Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccines, including the agency's support for a mix and match vaccine strategy.
And from Rome, the President will travel to Glasgow, United Kingdom, from November 1st through the 2nd to participate in the World Leader Summit at the start of COP26, the 26th conference of the parties to the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change. I will note a programming note for all of you. We will have Jake Sullivan in here next week. We're working on finalizing the details to preview the trip in advance of the President's departure. But Zeke, why don't you kick us off?
Pakistan mission to the United Nations cordially invites you to a solitary webinar, The Great Betrayal, Forcible Denial of the Right of Self-Determination to Jammu and Kashmir on Kashmir Black Day on Wednesday, October 27, 2021 from 9 a.m. to 10:15 a.m. Important meeting of NATO Defence Minister. Turkish Defence Minister Hulusi Akar also attended the meeting in Brussels. Important issues were considered, including further enhancing NATO's defence capabilities. Itself joins Financial Action Task Force grey list while helping Pakistan. FATF added 3 new countries to its grey list, now Turkey, Jordan and Mali. The FATF says countries that support suspicious and grey-listed countries have also been added to the grey list. FATF President Marcus Player briefed the press on the decisions of the 3-day meeting. Marcus Player described the steps taken by Pakistan to implement the recommendations of the FATF as satisfactory. However, he said that Pakistan would be kept on the grey list till February, after which Pakistan would implement the recommendations will be reviewed. The FATF has removed Boston and Mauritius from the grey list. Vice President Harris will speak on how the bipartisan infrastructure deal and the Build Back Better agenda will benefit working families at the Northeast Bronx YMCA. Secretary of Health and Human Services Xavier will also deliver remarks.
Trauma in our children and how, when addressed, we can do the work of putting them on the path of achieving their God-given capacity. So, looking out at this crowd, I see America. Looking out at this group of folks,
China urges U.S. to handle Taiwan-related issues carefully, properly. The Chinese foreign minister said China urges the U.S. to handle Taiwan-related issues carefully and properly and not to send wrong signals to Taiwan independence separatist forces. The Biden administration has told lawmakers that the U.S. is nearing a formalized agreement with Pakistan for use of its airspace to conduct military and intelligence operations in Afghanistan, according to 3 resources familiar with the details of a classified briefing with members of Congress. One of the sources said Pakistan has expressed a desire to sign a memorandum of understanding in exchange for assistance with its own counterterrorism efforts and help in managing the relationship with India. Another source said, but the negotiations are ongoing and the terms of the agreement, which has not been finalized, could still change. The briefing comes as the White House is still trying to ensure that it can carry out counterterrorism operations against ISIS-K and other The briefing comes as the White House is still trying to ensure that it can carry out counterterrorism operations against ISIS-K and other adversaries in Afghanistan now that there is no longer a U.S. presence on the ground for the first time in 2 decades after the NATO withdrawal from the country. That's all for now. Keep watching and make us proud, DESI Global Community. Click our link tree and explore the social media world out there. Stay safe and blessed with your loved ones. Take care. Allah Hafiz.